Hello, my fellow countrymen and women. Tandewa's Media is back. But please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and please hit the subscription button down below. I see you. As you do so, may the blessings of God never cease to overflow in your lives as you support my channel. Amen. On the news, Obaseki cautions against reoccurrence of NSAS protests, receive panel's reports. NSAS, it was just like yesterday, when the youth of Nigeria stood up for their rights over police brutality. And even as days turn into weeks into months, it's like the country is going back to that same state where the youth cannot live up to their full potentials. We at Tandewa's Media want to salute the governor of Edo State, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, as he compensates the victims who were affected by police brutality before and during NSAS. Mr. Godwin, you are worth emulating. Some families are still going through unending pains from the injuries these so-called police have caused them. I can remember a story of a young lady, a caterer, who was killed by police in Odu Road in Warri Delta State because she was driving a new car without plate number. Unknown to them, a little daughter was at the back seat, who later revealed what the police did to her mother. And this same story is still happening to date. The news in full. Edo issues 6,500 CFOs in 3 years. Digitized 30,000 legacy files. Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki yesterday said last year's NSAS demonstration was a pointer to the injustice in the country and cautioned against reoccurrence of the protests. He stated this when the State Judicial Panel of Inquiry and Police Brutality and Extrajudicial Killings submitted his report to him at the Government House, Benin City. Obaseki, who expressed gratitude to the chairman and members of the panel for their diligence and efforts, said, I commend members of security agencies who were part of the panel. I understand the pressure and tension that would have existed in the deliberations and hearings in the last 9 months. We have just received the reports and we need to go through it with great diligence. I assure you that we review all the recommendations made and take necessary actions. Chairman of the panel, Justice Ada Ehigwamose, who presented the report to the governor, said 135 petitions have been considered to receive awards pending the governor's approval. She explained that in the course of proceedings, 170 petitions were filed. 25 were struck out for lack of diligence, while 10 were dismissed for lacking merits. We recommended payments of compensation to the victims and their families for police brutality. We also recommended enforcement of all the judgments in debts as granted by the courts, which the police have not complied to date, she said. Besides, the Obaseki administration has issued over 6,500 certificates of occupancy CFOs in 3 years and digitized over 30,000 files inherited from the Midwest region through Bende and Edo states. Managing Director, Edo State Geographic Information Service Agency, EDOGIS, Mr. Frank, disclosed this yesterday in Benin City. In the history of the Old West region to Edo State, we have a record of about 30,000 CFOs and other land titles. We have digitized over 30,000 legacy files which were carried from the Midwest through Bender to Edo states. We have moved the physical files from the old to digital files, and we now have electronic copies of over 30,000 legacy land files, he said. Please leave us a comment. We would like to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Bye.